Hello, 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 critters, and welcome back to the Crafty Critter. I'm so glad you're here with me to talk about this glitter glue. So as a recent haul, you know that I went to Dollar Tree and I purchased all of these tall bottles, these 3.89 ounces. So there's almost 4 ounces in this in these bottles. And I got them all at the Dollar Tree. Now this was the only colors that my Dollar Tree had, and of course I picked up one of each of them. And despite that I'm seeing here with the colors, there was no green. I have seen other YouTubers haul a green, so I'm assuming there is definitely a green that exists, but I don't have it, and I can't seem to find it in any of my Dollar Trees. There's also no true purple. This is not a purple. But I haven't been able to see if there is one, because it's really weird because there's 3 different like reds, and this one's close to a purple, but it's not quite. It's more of a fuchsia. And then there's this red, which is a red, or not quite a red. It's kind of off red, but this is the true red here. They don't really label them with any color like distinction or anything like that, so you're going off of your own eyes as far as what you want to call the red. In fact, one of these reds, and I believe it is this one here, it is a red glue with the red this shade of, well, it's kind of similar, but it's an off red with the fuchsia kind of fuchsia. I don't know if it's fuchsia or more if it's a magenta type of red. Wait, I have to stop here. Look at this cuteness in the back there. Look at him. Look at that cute little boots. He's been napping over there behind my computers. Yes, computers. I have a new workstation for my work. It's big, it's massive, but it's 2 giant monitors. Check it out. It's 2 giant monitors that take up all of my desk space, which is why I had to order another desk, which has arrived, but I haven't had to put it together. But Boots likes it behind my monitors because it's warm. He gets the warmness coming off of the monitors, so he likes it back there. So, but he's been sleeping back there for several hours now. He's such the cutest when he sleeps. Just so cute. And he likes to have his paws touched, and he likes to be rubbed. Hi, Booty. See, he don't mind. He's just going to say, I'm staying asleep. Leave me alone, but I'm staying here. All right, back to glitter glue. All right, so these are all $1. Dollar Tree has some different glues too. They have the ones that are more kid orientated that come like in the sticks. I've never worked with those. I've worked with like similar ones to like the Elmer ones that says Elmer's on it, and I've never liked them. I always found that they came out dry and just kind of so yeah, not very good. They do sell some Dollar Trees, I've seen it, where they sell these bottles empty, and you can make your own glue by getting the clear Elmer's glue and whatever fine glitter glue you want to use. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption, critters. I had a call come in that I needed to take. So I was talking about the fact that you can get these bottles empty. I've seen them on Amazon, as well as I've seen them in the Dollar Tree and other craft stores. They come in this size, as well as the little, these are like the 1 ounce size, that a lot of people that use Stickles are very familiar with this size. This is not Stickles brand, but I'll be talking about this one here in a little bit. So you can buy like these empty jar bottles, and then you can just take whatever extra fine glitter you have. Like this one is a Walmart one in black. So if I needed a black glitter glue, I could easily make my own doing that, and that would be great. Let me set that aside. So then you're not, restricted to, whatever colors you can find. You can pretty much make your own. Which is great too, because then if you ever empty these out, rinse them out really good, they're empty jars, and then you can, do whatever you want with them after that. So I did make some things, but before I get to that, I'm going to talk about these ones. Okay, so these ones come from Michaels. There's these mine stay Studio G, but they have now switched the name to Craft Smart on these. Now you can buy these on set or online or in the store for a set of 8, which are these 8 colors here, come together for $10. I bought mine separately up by the register, and they had them like individually for like about $125, I believe it was. And they sometimes switch the prices on it in that, but so if you're just wanting a green or you want a pearlescence, and that was the other color I didn't see in the bigger one, was a pearlescent one like this, which is the clear, just kind of opals, you know, glitter in it. But I have seen other people haul one in the size of the pearlescent, so I know it exists, I just don't have it. So it comes in these 4 colors here, and that's pretty much what you can get. Now, if you want to go into a Stickles I've seen, they come in sets of 3, so 3 little jars like this, same ounce ratio and everything. So like this one, I don't know if you can, let's try a different one. Yeah, it might be, yeah, this is labeled so easy to see. So this is the 1 ounce containers, and Stickles comes in the same size as these, with the same tip and the same consistency. So the consistency of this and this are completely different, and I'm going to show you that here in a little bit too. So if you're not wanting to spend a whole lot of money and you're just wanting a couple of basic colors, I would go with these. If you are a big card and scrapbook person, you're probably going to be looking to get into the Stickles. Reason being that Stickles comes in 42 fabulous colors. At least that's what I saw online. It may even come in more colors now. But 42 was like the highest number I saw online. So, but again, you can still make your own by using an empty bottle and using whatever glitter, fine glitter that you have on hand. So, depends on what route you want to go with glitter glue. All right. So, what I tried to do with glitter glue this week, I've had some great ones and I've had some fails. But before I do that, I want to talk about that consistency on these. So I swatched all of these bottles, and this is what I was talking about, that it had a red glue with the red on it, and as you can see, it's a much water, this is much water, there is more water consistency to this glue than this one here. So it kind of warped big time, the paper. Hold on, I'm going to adjust my lighting here. Oh, that's so much better. All right. Sorry, I'm in a dark corner because of the new desk situation right now. So as you can see, it bled, or didn't bleed, but it soaked into the paper, and it's really hard to see, but it really did warp the paper. And that was by applying a very thick layer. I applied it very thick. I wanted to see like what is the worst it could do to paper. So now these other ones, these ones from Michaels, as you can see, they stayed right on top of the paper. There was no excess water, moisture content that was going to bleed in and warp my paper, and that's putting on a very, very thick amount. And these colors are really great too. Completely different from these colors, especially when you look at comparison to the gold and silver. The pigmentation, these are a little bit higher. They're close, but I think the glitter ratio on these is a little bit higher. Not to say that that's not bad. See, there's like patchiness in this. There's patchy in here too, as you can see towards the edging. But I didn't get anything patchy when I was working with these glitter glues. So again, it all depends. If you're going to work on paper, just regular paper like this that doesn't really have, you know, scrapbooking paper, or you're making your own card and if this is the type of paper you're using, go on lightly at first. Do a thin layer, and then if you want thicker, I would let that dry first so you had a good base, and then put your thicker coat on so that it doesn't bleed in and warp your card. Okay? If you're working on a card that has a slippery surface like this, and I tried that on this card. So this was a card I had in my stash, and I just wanted to see, well, what would happen if I applied some glitter to this to bling it up. This is that Dollar Tree Bland, and it didn't cause any warping here because it had that slippery surface. There was nothing for it to really absorb to, so it stayed right on top. And this is the that Michaels brand. Both worked great for this. And you could put it on as thick or as light as you want. I kind of just tried to follow the little blue swooshes that were in this card. And I thought that that was great. So this is one way of taking just this very generic card and kind of fixing it up a little bit. Both glues worked great for that. Both glues will work great for scrapbooking too, or any other paper, as long as you apply it in a thin layer and don't go all like crazy so that it's not absorbed. There's nothing to really highly absorb into the material to make it warp. So I tried a couple of other things. I wanted to see what would happen if I put it down on some parchment. And some of this is already fallen apart. So I took the pink and I just started like layering it very thick onto the parchment, and I added in some gemstones, and I wanted to see, you know, what kind of consistency that it held up to. You know, was it similar to like glitter glue? Would it be stiff? Would it be like, you know, what would it be like? And this is very flimsy. So this is great if you wanted to make some kind of embellishment, peel it off of here. And it did peel off. I mean, you had to be very delicate. A wax paper would be better, but this was parchment. It didn't really soak up much into the paper. I think I had to let it dry for 24 hours. But if you wanted to make a very delicate embellishment, this works. This totally does work. My big fail with the glitter glue came with me trying to use it in an ornament. I really wanted, and I tried it two different ways. One, I thought the glue was very thick. When it comes out, and here, I'll test it with the brighter color so you can see. See, when it comes out, it's very, very thick. So, which is very misleading because then it absorbs into that paper. And I'm going to put this back in the bottle here when we're done, because I'm not going to waste it. But I thought, okay, I'm like, that's a very thick consistency. So I took this one here first, and I wanted to add a little bit of water to that. And so this is the watered down consistency. And I'll put it here on the paper just so you can see it. See the difference in the consistency with the water added versus what is just out of the bottle. So it's a different, it runs. So you could do some really interesting kind of paint art if you had a canvas. I don't think that this would soak into the canvas like it would a normal paper. I haven't tried it yet, but if you wanted to like do several colors and water them down and just kind of run them the way you see kind of like that crayon art where you glue the crayons to a canvas and you apply heat and watch the paint or watch it melt and run. I think this would be like a cool art design too, to maybe just like tilt it up and see what would happen. This is running too, but not as fast as this. So I would water some down and, you know, try applying it to a canvas and seeing what happens. Might be interesting. I might try that this week and see what happens. So I wanted to water it down, and then I wanted to dump it into an ornament and try to glitter an ornament. This is what happened. The inside of the ornament is so slick. There is nothing for the glitter to adhere to. not at least in a watered down state, because then I thought, well, it swirled so nice, and before I like set it to dry, the whole ornament was covered. It was beautiful. I thought I was going to get one of those cool looking glitter ornaments without using, like, I see some people using like the floor cleaner, or the big one is to use the polyurethane and make these glitter ornaments. And I'm like, oh, wouldn't this be a very cheap way of doing that outside of going out and buying some of that polyurethane and having to add that? And I'm like, ah, that would be really great. I'm like, oh, yeah, just let some Dollar Tree glitter in there and let's go. So I tried it watered down. Totally did not work, as you can see. It just slid right out. And I tried it this way at first, and then it ran to the bottom. Then I tilted it this way, and all it did was run out. And even after a week, like, this is not watered. It won't even, like, dry up. Like, it's been exposed to air, and it won't even dry up because I've added so much water to it. So this was a total fail. Then I tried doing it without adding any water to it. And this is what happened. It is still not dry. It has been sitting for 4 days, and I cannot get this glitter glue to dry. It has been exposed to air. I could try heat, but I'd be worried that this is just that plastic material, and I'd melt the ornament. So this, again, was a fail. So I guess the only way to make glitter ornaments is to go out and get that polyurethane and rock at that. But I thought I'd try. It was worth a try. Yeah, I got a fail out of it. I'm going to try to rinse these ornaments out to keep them, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this glitter out of it or not. But if I don't, they're Dollar Tree ornaments. They come in a set of 2, so 50 cents each. I'm not going to get too upset over 2 ornaments that I failed a project on, but that's okay. So here's another thing that I wanted to do. I started coloring this page, and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be great to add some of this glitter to it? So that is what I thought I'd do, is I'm like, okay, yeah. See, if you put it on a thin layer like that, it will not ruin the paper. It will dry up. It will be fine. And I'm doing it very sloppy. That's kind of very sloppy. And I'm trying to do it in the air and that too. So it works on paper. Have at it with paper. I am going to definitely try watering down some of these and using it on a canvas and seeing what happens. So I'm going to give that a try, and then I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to have at that and see what happens. I'm going to add some more glitter to this. I'll come back and I'll show you both of those projects. And then you guys can then tell me what you've done with glitter glue, and maybe I can check out your channel and see what you've come up with. But wouldn't that be cute? So I used 3 different color shades of this is colored pencil. And then I thought, okay, yeah, maybe some glitter glue over it. It's slightly warping the paper, but not much. So I'm hoping that would not be too bad. But this is a completely different paper compared to scrapbooking. So yeah, I'm going to try some glitter gluing here, and I'm going to try another project, and I will be right back. Hello critters, and welcome back. So I went ahead and I put those glitters on the canvas. Isn't this great? For the green, I used this one, and I just did a small line. Don't worry, it's totally dry. So I really think this is great. I did not have to water these down. Thank you, Boots. Boots is just deciding to knock things off the counter, and I'm having to grab them as he does it. He wants to whistle. He wants to whistle. All right. So I didn't have to water them down. I just put them on the edge of the canvas, tilted the canvas on parchment paper, and tapped, and it just slid right down, with the exception of the green. The green did not slide, which is why there's just that single line of green. And it did do some wonky things here with some of the other colors, but I think that that's kind of great. I really like it. It's totally dry, and what I decided to do was print out this silhouette of a cat, and I thought we could use some Mod Podge here and just kind of get him on here, and that would make just a cute little decoration then for the craft room. So we're gonna do that. I might have to evict the boots once I open up this Mod Podge, but we will see. Maybe he'll cooperate and just kind of chill there. All right, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, for safety reasons, I went ahead and I evicted the boots. You know, there's just some things that a booty should not be around. So, I'm not sure how much this will take to... Whoops. Too much there. I'm just kind of covering the whole thing, which will help to seal it in to give it a nice coat here of everything. Which should be nice. So I really did like this. Of all the things I did with glitter glue, I think this was the, you know, the best. So I'm very interested in what you guys all do with glitter glue. See, I did not get him. That's centered very well. All right, let's see if we can get him down. Him, her, this cat. Go that way, and let's brush back this way just to make sure that it is on there. All right, I'm calling this done. You'll see, I mean, this is going to take about 30 minutes to dry. I'm not going to come back on camera. You'll see it as the thumbnail of the photo here. I'm just calling this project done. So I hope you guys enjoyed my fun times with glitter glue. Some successful, some not successful. This very successful because I absolutely love what I did here. So it was a great idea to apply the glitter glue to canvas, especially that Dollar Tree glitter, which seemed to be the best thing for it. And I could have probably taken my time and gone back over it and actually really gone in with a second coat and, you know, and painted more to streak it some more. I could have probably done that. Just kind of chose not to, just because I really wanted you to guys see just the rough effort of, you know, what just tapping down and letting it run off the canvas looked like. And I think it looks really good. I'm still really satisfied with this. It'll be a nice addition here into the craft room. So again, thank you for joining me. Super excited that you guys did. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, again, thank you so much. I hope you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I will see you in the next video. And thank you again so much for joining me. Bye, critters.